Hi guys, how are you doing? First of all, I'm just gonna say sorry for the noise and the mess in the background because I am working on food prep right now. Just actually got back from getting lost on my way home from a different Costco that I'm used to. And I go to this little suburb town because it's not as busy, and every single time I come home, I end up getting lost. So it takes me like an extra, I don't know, it takes me way longer than it would have if I just went to the normal one and waited in line. But anyways, um, since last week I kind of figured out that Soul wasn't agreeing with me when it comes to fish intake, so I had to kind of bite the bullet and buy one of the more expensive types of fish. So I'm trying tilapia, and that's cooking right now, and hopefully my tummy feels better on that one. So we'll see. Gotta kind of work with how you're feeling and try different stuff along the way, and hopefully this one will agree with me a little bit more. So also at the end of this video, I'll put in those clips that I was going to put in last week, just kind of a shot of my fridge and my freezer and how everything looks when I have it all prepped and stuff like that. So that'll come after this discussion. So this week is, again, talking about my training, and to be honest, I haven't really been seeing too much change in my body so far, and that could have a little bit to do with that I'm not in a calorie deficit yet, but I have been adding more and more cardio, which I hate. I'm up to 6 days a week now for 40 minutes, so a lot more than what I'm used to, but it's also not as much as what a lot of people do. So I'm happy with that. That's all I'm at right now, and I still have a really high calorie amount that over, I guess I'm 6 weeks out now, a little bit less than 6 weeks out now, and I have a lot of area to work with when it comes to my calorie intake. So I definitely have, I'm not backed into a corner at all. I have a lot of options as the weeks go on. So that's the main goal, right? You don't want to be having too much cardio and too little food too far out, or you're going to back yourself into a corner and have nowhere else to really draw from to make your body be more in a deficit. So anyways, so I was working on volume workouts for the past month, and this week I am changing to lactic acid workouts, which are absolute hell. But they're also really fun, and you leave, and when you leave the gym, you feel like you really got a workout, and for the whole day, like I just feel, I did biceps and chest today, and like my biceps are just spent, and I love that feeling, like even during the workout, because you get such a big buildup of lactic acid, it just feels like they're popping right out of your skin, and it's like one of the greatest feelings ever. So they're very, very hard workouts, but I really enjoy them. I'm one of those, enjoy the pain type people. So I'm in the first week of it right now, so I'm actually only doing like 2 body parts a day and 2 sets of giant sets. So basically, the first 2 sets, let's see. Okay, so for instance, I did chest and biceps today. So chest, I had 4 exercises, and the first exercise, I used heavy weights, 6 reps. Then without a break, I went to do my second exercise, and I started with compound. The first two are compound exercises, and the other ones are a little bit more simple exercises as that body part gets tired. So the second exercise, I did another set of 6 reps. And then I immediately went to another exercise doing 12 reps. And then immediately go to another one where I'm doing explosive exercises for 20 reps. And then by the time you're done that giant set, you're completely spent and you get 3 minutes off. And then this week I'm doing 2 sets of that. Or actually, sorry, it was last week that I was doing 2 sets of that, since this is Sunday, my last day of that week. So, yeah, 2 sets of that, and then chest is done. Then I go to biceps, and I do the same thing, a giant set, 6 reps, 6 reps, 12 reps, 20. And trust me, by the end, you're completely spent. And I was only doing 2 sets of it last week. Now this week, I have to do 3 sets of it. Next week, I'm going to do 4 sets of it. And then the following week, I go back to 2 sets, but I increase my weights. So it gives you a really good kind of a ballpark. Like I keep the same weights through those first 3 weeks, and your volume is getting higher, right? Because you're adding extra sets. So you don't even really notice it, but you're getting stronger, and you're being able to handle more weight, more volume, more reps, more everything. And then you get to the 4th week and you go back to only those 2 sets, and you have to, or I'm planning to, and I'm hoping to, increase all my weights by at least 5%. So it gives you a really good kind of marker to really see whether you're getting stronger or not in those 4 weeks. And you burn a lot of calories in this too, because your heart rate stays up really high and it's very intense. So it's a pretty good workout to kind of deplete all your glycogen, and that's a really good workout. Like I might do the week where I have the three sets of, or 4 sets of it. The week before my competition, like kind of when you're manipulating everything and you want to deplete all your glycogen stores on those low carb days. And then when you go to the high carb days, then you fill up your glycogen and all that kind of stuff again. So it would be a good workout for those final 2 weeks as well. So instead of just doing this for a month, I might be doing this right up till the end. We'll just see how my body is doing for energy at that time. But that's the plan. Basically, I was planning on only doing this for 4 weeks, but as I thought about it, it might be good for me just to do it right up till the end. So yeah, that's basically what I'm doing right now, and then I do that 5 days a week, so I get all my body parts in, and I have 2 leg days. So yeah, that's the plan for my workouts. And just on a side note, I went to support a couple friends who are doing their first competition with the NPAA. We went to a workshop on Saturday. The NPAA is amazing. They are who I did my very first competition with, and couldn't have been happier with who I chose to do my first competition with, because they made it so fun. It was so well organized. There's a lot of new girls just starting out, and the organizers are just amazing. So I might do that competition in November, which is 2 weeks after the one that Rose and Erica and I are planning in Hamilton, since I'm kind of going to be in shape. But we'll see how October goes. At the workshop, I ended up winning free hair and makeup with Shannon Payne, who's like amazing out in Alberta. Like she's the go-to girl when it comes to competition makeup and stuff. So now that I have that covered, now I'll only have to pay for tan in one category if I decide to go into the MPA as well. So who knows, maybe I'll end up doing 4 competitions in 1 year, which I wouldn't really suggest. 1 is plenty, and this is my first year, so I'm just having fun with it. But next year I'm planning on 1, maybe 2 max, and the rest of the year just kind of going back to focusing on friends and family, and maybe work, or maybe learning something more in school and stuff like that. So anyways, it was a fun weekend though, and it kind of gave me a boot in the butt, seeing all the fit girls, practicing all their posing, and it was good to get into my shoes again, which I should have started weeks ago and haven't gotten around to yet. and I'm having a posing lesson tomorrow. So it's, you know, I'm kind of starting to feel the crunch time, and getting a little bit more motivated again, because the last few weeks haven't been great for motivation. So anyways, that's how this past week has gone, and that's what I'm planning for my workouts. And next week, I'm not sure what my topic's going to be yet, but I'm looking forward to seeing you. And hope you enjoy the little clips that I have for just showing my fridge and my freezer. And we'll see you next week. Hope you have a great one. Bye. So here on my fridge is basically my weekly plan. So I always have that on the front of my fridge, as well as all my friends and nephews and my dogs, and yeah. So anyways, this is what I look at every morning when I'm going into my fridge. And my fridge is looking pretty scarce, but this is really all I eat. Here's my sauces, sriracha, can't go without it, and my lemon juice, just love it, goes on pretty much everything. And I'm still using salsa, some almond milk once in a while. And here's basically how I have everything set up. This one here is a whole thing full of chicken. This is all full of fish. And on top here, that's some beef. And I have more beef defrosting here to make later. And I cook my vegetables fresh every single day. So this is just what I have left from the green beans that I cooked earlier. This one is full of rice. This is full of sweet potatoes. And yeah, lots of salads. I have tons of spinach all the time. And back there is Greek yogurt, which I am still eating at this point. And egg whites. And down here, tons and tons of lemons. I always put lemon in my water. Lettuce, basically, if by the end of the day, if I'm still hungry, I just have lettuce salads. And broccoli. And this is also grapefruit. I have grapefruit before my cardio workouts right now. That will be cut eventually. And basically, yeah, I have everything in my Tupperwares, and I just make my plates as I need to eat. So there's my fridge. A few other things that I do add to the diet here are almond butter. Still have that. Once in a while I have oatmeal, and I love adding cocoa powder and almond butter to my oatmeal, so it kind of tastes like a Reese's Piece Buttercup. It's awesome. And coconut oil, I add that to at least one of my meals every day. There's the trusty scale, gotta love it. Can't wait to get rid of it. And yeah, that's pretty much all my diet consists of at this point. One last thing is my deep freeze, because you can never be too prepared. So basically I have all the way to the bottom there is I have some pork tenderloin, chicken breast, ground turkey breast, my little treats of my skinny cow bars, and yeah, so basically I'm never really caught off guard because I am prepped for months and months in advance.